Hey everyone, it's me, Anime and Tokyo All-Star X here, and today I'm talking about great fucking Ranting for Vengeance again. Recently, he released a couple of videos, and yeah, he's still the absolute dumbass that he is. And the one thing that I always keep on seeing in his videos is that he doesn't understand the complexities of the characters that he's talk about. He just talks about the runs from the 80s, 90s, the 60s, and the 70s, but he never talks about the writing of the characters. He just keeps on saying that stuff like they did better in those eras instead of the 2000s where characters are now more complex than they were in the 80s, 70s, 60s, and the 90s. Instead, he just keeps on talking about shit it that is outdated. It and quote unquote stereotypical and stuff. And this is like a problem that Renting for Vengeance really needs to see. Or he's gonna say that this video and the rest of the other videos from other people who talk about this guy or telling him to shut the fuck up and just let people be fans. And I bet that he's about to make a video about something else or talk about me or the rest of the channels that boo him to death multiple times and saying that we're all fake fans. But if we are fake fans, why are we talking about comic books in detail? Oh, in the complexities of the characters. Not just talk about the Silver Age and the Bronze Age 24/7. And this got to me the topic of discussion with three characters: Devilman, Batman, and Optimus Prime. But, but let's start with Devilman. And Devilman is not a badass hero. Well, he's a tragic hero. Well, he's the quote unquote hero that most of us wish we are, but good thing that we're not. Is that in the original 1972 manga and the Devilman Crybaby anime and the OVAs, it shows that Akira Fudo is more human than devil. Hence the title Devilman. And because Go Guy does things that not even Frank Miller has done. Is that it shows that how humanity can be monsters in disguise. That all of the things that happen in the manga and the animes. Rio betrays Akita and reveals his identity as Devilman. And it causes everyone to go nuts and started murdering people. And this caused all the demons to be afraid of humanity. And Akita witnesses the most horrible things that no man or even no devil will expect. Because Akita is trying to keep bits and bits of his humanity. Unlike Renting Revenge's videos, that he keeps on saying that Devilman is the most badass character, but he witnesses the death of his family. Well, the Fudos those are dead, but the Makimoras who took him in after his parents' deaths, and we witness the pain with his iconic quote. Oh, oh, when Akita says, is die all you humans, showing that Akita is not a badass hero. He's a tragic hero. Witnessing hell on earth. How bad humanity is. Even the Devilman Lady, Devilman Saga has expanded on the ideas of the Devilman universe. And Go Nagai has evolved as a writer throughout these years. Unlike Frank Miller, who puts most controversial stuff into his stories. And then there's Optimus Prime. And yes, he says, as I quote unquote, Transformers is nothing compared to mecha series like Mazinger Z and Gundam. But in the Skybound comics, it shows something that most Transformers series has never done, like the Marvel comic books. Is that how does war affect a person? And after the escaping from the war, you change as a person. Prime is a good example of how humanity and his new job as a father to a human changed him. And Alita is a good example of how war can affect someone. Now, since their ideologies are now different. Prime wants to protect his new son, but Alita wants to end the war early with the Decepticons' heads on pedestals. Prime wanted the war to stop, but Alita has fallen to the dark side, where war for many years has been took over Earth. And this caused Prime to think that at all these years of fighting has changed Alita from a bot that he loved to a bloodthirsty monster. And this was the same thing happened to him all those years ago. In the end of the Skybound comics, Prime accepted his new role as an adopted father to a human. And then there's Batman. He keeps on saying the same things in his Batman videos, like how Batman should be a hard-boiled detective and a badass character. But there's one problem with that statement, is that Batman maybe the world's greatest detective, but Batman hides his emotions under the mask. Every incarnation of Batman has shown emotions under the mask, even though they're trying to hide the fact. Is that Batman is a retelling of a tragedy where parents or their own children loses someone they care about, the son or the parents. And Batman tries to hide his emotions from people. If he shows emotions, no one will not take him seriously. But when his people going through the same events that he went through, he decided to open up, letting them join something they're not a part of in the world, be a part of his family. Like, that's why he had the Robins and the rest of the Bat family. Is that Bruce is building a new family for himself. Because even though he lost his parents, it doesn't mean that he can be happy. He loves his sons and he cares for them. Even the girls, he treated them well. And even in the Batman shows, like Batman Beyond, Terry opened up to Bruce as a father, and he as well. Batman is more of a character that wished that he had the family that he wanted, but fate is a tragic bitch. Instead, he found happiness is even though he wants to push it away. Meaning that Bruce Wayne ain't his real identity. and stuff. And then there's Wolverine. Well, yes, Wolverine is not in the thumbnail, but I'm putting him in here anyway. Ranting for Vengeance says the same things about Wolverine with Batman. He's a hard-boiled detective, and he's supposed to be a badass. But most incarnations of Wolverine shows a softer side of the character. Or his dynamic with Jubilee and Kitty Pryde shows a softer side. Heck, even when X-20D was introduced, he opened up. Because just like how Batman is a retelling of a child who lost his family but rebuilds it up with a new one, Wolverine is a retelling of how long he's lived. Since he is immortal thanks to his healing factor, meaning that he will not die. Instead, he will just walk the earth forever. And he does some horrible things in his life that he wish that he can take back. Like the murder of his father. In the Wolverine Origins comic book, we got to see Wolverine's childhood in full. Something that the Chris Claremont, the Frank Miller runs has never shown. Like his true past. And how he got the name Logan. And then he murdered his own children after pissing off a cult who hated Wolverine. And even in the modern day, Wolverine is still haunted of the memories that he did. That's something that most comic books nowadays shown. Even though you try to wear a mask, you still can show emotions. That's something that Ranting for Vengeance doesn't know about because he's too busy arguing with people who he thinks that he's a quote unquote fake fans. If we are fake fans, why do we know the basic things about writing? Then you don't. Heck, I even gonna say this as a joke for a lot. Like, write your own damn comic book. Let's see how you can do writing a comic book. And probably all those will hate it. Yeah. And you could go fuck yourself, Ranting for Vengeance. If you like this video, leave a comment down below and leave a like on it as well. And this is Anime and Toku X signing out. Bye.